solve and graph an OR compound inequality. So how do we do this? We're given two inequalities that are connected with the OR operator. And so we will solve each of them separately. We'll do that by adding 4 to both sides of this inequality here, leaving us with x is less than -4. The inequality on the right, we're going to subtract 3 from both sides of the inequality, leaving us with x is greater than 2. So now that we have the variables isolated in both inequalities, we want to write our solution set. And so what we can do is we can rewrite this one as OR. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't need to rewrite it as OR. We're going to say all x for which 2 is less than x, which is less than -4. And how did I get that? Well, this inequality here, I could rewrite it as 2 is less than x. Right? So we want to start with what is less than x. So we'll say 2 is less than x. And then we could say, and that is less than -4. So now that we have our solution set written down, we want to go ahead and graph it. And so for this one, what we're going to do is graph each of these separately. So the first one is -4, and we have a less than, so we're going to do an open circle, and our arrow is moving to the left. For this inequality, we have an open circle on 2, and our arrow is moving to the right. And this here is the graph of our compound inequality. Let's go ahead and try it again. We have these two inequalities. We want to start by isolating the variable. So I'm going to subtract 3 from this inequality on the left, leaving me with 2x is less than or equal to -2. Or, and here I am going to divide both sides by 2. And that leaves me with x is less than or equal to -1. And then on the right side, I'm going to add 5 to both sides of the inequality, leaving me with 3x is greater than 6. Now I'm going to divide by the coefficient in front of the x, and that is going to leave me with x is greater than 2. Alright, so on this one here, I'm going to write an OR, and I'm going to say OR 2 is less than x. Alright, so let's go ahead and write our solution set. It's all x such that 2, we want to start with the number that is less than x. 2 is less than x, and -1 is greater than or equal to x. So here's our solution set. Now we want to graph it. We can start with this inequality at -1. We have a less than or equal to, so I'm going to use a closed circle, and my arrow moves to the left. For my next inequality, I have a open circle at 2, and my arrow moves to the right. And that's it.